Welcome to PeezyFX Trading. Today, I'm going to do a recap of the weekly watch list of the week of October 10th, 2021. So that would be, last week's weekly watch list. I'm going to start out with the DXY. All right, so as you can see, I got the replay bar in mode right now, replay mode. And this is around the time that I did the weekly watch list last week. Now, real quick, I want to slide this over here and show you guys that up until Wednesday, we're going to stay inside this range. And at that point, FOMC will drive price to run out liquidity. All right, so right there, that was basically me saying, I wanted to see price remain in this range until FOMC and then run out the liquidity resting here before going lower. Hold on. And the next draw on liquidity, like I said, is basically previous month's high and previous week's high, a higher low. We run liquidity, honestly. And trading the weekly candle. All right, so anyway, my bias was to run out liquidity up here before trading lower. Okay, you guys can go, check it out. My YouTube channel is PeezyFX Trading, and I have a playlist for all the weekly watch lists and also the recaps of the weekly watch list. All right, so let's go over this. We got opening price here. All right, so we started trading straight up right after Sunday's trading. All right, here's Sunday, Monday. We have optimal trade entry here. Okay. We have our order block here. All right, so price traded up, relative equal highs, liquidity up here, and we get a strong push up. And then for our London open kill zone here, we also have an order block here, which lines up perfectly with our kill zone. And London open, shot price down and pushed it up to run out liquidity. Now, my bias was 100% spot on, but they did not keep price in a range, and FOMC was not the cause of this liquidity run right here, which I predicted. All right, so we pushed up and took out liquidity before FOMC. Tuesday, New York session created the high of the week, and at this point, I was looking for a reversal. All right, not a higher time frame reversal. It's going to be a higher time frame pullback. All right, so FOMC at this point, we got our smart money reversal, runs out liquidity, and pushes down here, creating relative equal lows right here, generating sell side liquidity. So FOMC, I'm not sure if this was FOMC. I'm not sure, but anywho, we got our high and our low here. Okay. So this would have been our current dealing range from this high to this low. and New York opens and pushes straight up, and I just want you to notice something. Like, here's our order block right here on the hourly. It did not hit it, okay? It pushed up here because we had an imbalance right here, okay? It couples with our kill zone, traded up, and then got a strong push down. All right. So at this point, your bias should have been bullish on foreign currencies. And just notice how all the foreign currencies went crazy last week. Like, good God, like they were super bullish, super bullish. All right. So, like I said in my video last week, I wanted to see Wednesday, which is this price action here, run out liquidity and then start the weekly expansion to the downside. But you know, it's even better that it happened like this because we always look for Tuesdays to give us the high or low of the week. And that's exactly what we got here. Tuesday's price action, we pushed up, ran out liquidity, and Wednesday started our weekly expansion. All right. So at this point, we are trying to determine what our next draw on liquidity is, okay? So this was our priority right here, to run out the nearest liquidity, okay? After that, before this happened, this was our target over here, buy side liquidity. Now, after that, you want to determine what's your next draw on liquidity. So we have sell side liquidity resting below this swing low here. And we also have it resting here below this swing low, okay? I really like paying attention to the volume. Like when you switch to the line chart, this is what I like paying attention to, okay? Especially when it comes to like breaker structure. All right, so this would be our next draw on liquidity. And you have to look at it like this. Okay, here's our price, our dealing range on the daily. Okay, here. We got liquidity resting below here. So at this point, we want to see price trade down into this area and get a reaction to push back up. I don't really believe that this is going to be a higher time frame reversal. I think we still got room to push up a little more. But this is just a recap. I'm gonna do my weekly watch list video as well. All right. So we got our next draw on liquidity marked up, which is here. All right, so we got price trading down, London open here. Here's Thursday. Always remember, guys, just like how we anticipate Tuesday to give us the high of the week, on the opposite end, we expect Thursday to give us the low of the week. And that's exactly what happened here. We didn't quite reach this liquidity right here. All right. It just feels good to, you know, analyze a pair and watch it play out. You know, like it just feels real good. Like me being right, you know, like price was way over here and I predicted the liquidity to get ran up here when so many people was anticipating a continuance down. Like, yeah, I figured price was gonna go down, but I knew we was gonna run liquidity beforehand. All right. Let me pull this back over here. Basically, the open. And we're gonna touch up on Euro USD. Buying off of right here. So we was looking to buy this thing based on the retracement that we got down into the 50% level predictions for this week. Let me start at the monthly. Any lower anytime soon, because right here is previous month's low. We just traded down and took that out. Now switch back over to the bar. So we open, traded up. I don't know, guys. Press above there. All right, so right here you see, you see that I marked out this liquidity that was resting above previous week's high right here. Right there. Marked out that liquidity. We traded down, taking out previous month's low. For me. Up here. So like if we can trade up and take out this liquidity, that would be a good reason to go short from up here. We have liquidity right here. A push down leading into Monday night, Tuesday night. All right, so that's about it right there. That was my prediction on Euro USD. Let me delete this. All right. Liquidity resting above here. Okay, so we just took out liquidity that was resting here. So my next run on liquidity would be up here, right? So this is what I wanted to see. Let's drop down to a 1 hour. Here's Sunday's price action. And like I said, I wanted to see this liquidity ran out right here. And I had a area of interest marked up here. Okay, so initially we got a reaction from it and it pushed up, but we ran out sell side liquidity that was resting below this low before we pushed up. All right, so Wednesday we started our weekly expansion, and at this point we had liquidity resting above here. So we took out liquidity, smart money reversal, pushed up, retraced into the kill zone, just like on the DSY, but inverted. and then we pushed up strong. Okay, and then Thursday we created our high of the week. Thursday we created our high of the week, and then we just finished out in a consolidation. Okay, so I was wrong about price reacting from here and then going up. And okay, I wanted to see an up close week on Euro USD. I got that. I did not get liquidity ran out up here. Okay, we basically just reacted from this area. So that was kind of like a win-lose, I guess. You know, like my bias was correct with it being a up close week. Okay, it was an up close week, but we did not quite get up there and take that out. All right, let's see what else we went over. It's kind of like a high. I really believe that. So we just gotta kind of play it by ear, like I said. All right, so I'm just gonna make this another color on NFP and took out all that liquidity trading right up into here. We push straight up into that daily order block. Pretty decent in my opinion. Like we got an order block up here that has not been mitigated, if you will. Like we got a lot of targets to the downside, period. 15-minute order block. React from here and go lower. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility, all right? But I don't want to get caught up because, you know, it very well could come up into these levels right here and then go. All right, so here I was GBP USD is a very tricky pair. Okay, so all right, so this is what I wanted to see. I want to see price come down, but of course we know this right here is, you know, correlated with the DXY and Euro USD. My bias did change. My bias did change on this. All right, so Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. All right. All right, here we are on Sunday. And I wanted to see price. I had these areas marked up right here. It looks like at the beginning of the week, we traded up there and got a strong reaction to the downside, leading me to believe that we was going to head down on this pair. Okay. I did short this as we was coming up into the daily order block, and I'm an intraday trader. You know, I got out. All right, so at this point, we cleared out liquidity, like I said we was gonna do. But I knew, being that we was trading down during the first half of the week, figured that this area right here was gonna create the low of the week. Okay. As you can see, we have our order block here, and we traded down into that Tuesday during London session. That led me to believe that we was going to push up from this point. All right. All right, so right here, buy limit position was called out right here to take out this high. All right. Price came right down to our POI and pushed up strongly, finishing out the week in amazing profit for GBP USD. Like I said, right here, and then Thursday and Friday, Wednesday afternoon, check USD JPY. All right. Look, this setup right here, I think US 30 is setting up nicely for a sell-off. All right. All right. So at this point, I was on US 30 and I seen the monthly candle pushing up into this area. Right there. And as you can see, I did not get what I was looking for. It was a win, another win lose. Okay, so here's Sunday. All right, so price traded right up into my POI, which was right here at this line. Make it a little bolder so you can see it. Price traded right up into the opening of that monthly order block and then got a huge push down. Okay, so this is what the trade would have looked like right here if you would have, you know, entered the trade as price was coming up into our POI. You have a hourly order block right here that you could have traded off of, you know, something like that. So you definitely could have won off that analysis, but like I say all the time, if price is trading down on Tuesday, Wednesday, creating a significant low, then you need to change your bias up. All right, especially if we're looking at it like this. This is our dealing range from this low to that high right here. And as you can see, price traded right down to our kill zone and then took out the liquidity that was resting here. So we had a very bullish week on that as well. Guys, don't ever try to go against the DXY, okay? So I predicted the DXY to be a down close week. All right. So at that point, you should be trying to look for buys on every single pair that has USD on the right side of it. All right. And with that, I'm going to end this. This is just basically a recap video of my weekly watch list from last week. So we nailed DXY, we nailed Euro USD, GBP USD. It was a win-win really, because okay, like I said, we was looking for lower prices and we got that, and then our bias changed and then we capitalized off of it, you know, to gain significant pips. And then with US 30, same thing. Like you could have won off this sell right here based on my previous analysis from Sunday. All right, guys. So next up, I'm working on my weekly watch list video. I'll do that as soon as I end this video. Peace out.